Good morning, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Society of Schenectady. Today is Sunday, May 25th. I am Stephanie Maslanka. She, they pronouns for me, please. Our theme this month, what are we becoming? When you think of your ancestors, what would they think of our world today? What would they ask us to become? Today, we include the ancestors that passed from this life suddenly in wars around the world. Even as we live in continually difficult times in our nation and the world, it is important to remember that tomorrow is a day set aside to remember those who died in service to our country, in wars on battlefields, believing in the honor of their service. No matter what our feelings are about our military, government, war, the flag, we remember the lives and honor the fallen and their families. Please join me in a brief moment of silence. And now we settle in more fully for our service. This morning, our chalice lighting is by U.S. Air Force veteran Dick Westergaard, while Jenson Pritchard shares these words and leads our bond of union.
This morning we kindle our chalice with these words from Cynthia Landrum. In honor of those who have served and those who continue to serve, at home and abroad, for peace and in war, we light our chalice and we offer thanks.
Hello. So now we're going to take a few moments to come back to ourselves, to quiet our minds, and be with all that is here in this moment. You may wish to close your eyes or take a soft gaze. You may want to adjust your sitting to a more stable posture, perhaps a little upright, but also relaxed. It may feel good to roll your shoulders. Let your hands rest on your lap or by your sides. And I'm going to invite a sound of the bell. And as I do, as we listen to the sound of the bell, let us come back to our breathing, just enjoying being here together. Becoming aware of our breath as it is here in this moment, noticing the in breath and the out breath. Noticing our body, inviting any tension that we may be holding to release. You may want to take special attention to our forehead, jaw, shoulders, the stomach, perhaps the hands or feet. Breathing in, we notice any holding. Breathing out, we release. Now we can notice being held in this moment by the earth beneath our feet, by the seat beneath our body. Breathing in and out, we notice whatever stability is here in this moment. We can rest in it. Being here with our breath, we may notice sounds or perceptions around us, and as we do, we can smile to them and then return again to our breathing. As we breathe, we can know that we are breathing with and for all of our ancestors, And with this breath, we are also breathing for all of our descendants. Our calm breath in this moment is a gift to all those who came before and those who will come after, and everyone we encounter. Continuing with our in-breath and our out-breath, we may notice that there is joy present in us. And with this breath, we may also notice that suffering is there too. This joy and suffering in us is also in the world around us as well. So, with our stable presence, we offer compassion to ourselves, to others, as well as a smile, meeting and holding all that is present. We continue breathing, resting in what is here. We have a few moments of silence and the piano will bring us back. But for right now, let us enjoy this breathing.
Memorial Day, a day of remembrance and gratitude, holds a significant place in my heart. It not only serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by courageous people who have laid down their lives in service to our nation, it takes me back to a year I was sure I could have never survived. As my son was to turn 21, he left home to serve the United States Army during Operation Iraqi Freedom. To this day, I tell you, I don't know how I survived. I know that he survived by miracles and blessings well beyond my understanding. Every day I was sure that every car that drove down my street was a chaplain coming to give me that news. At that time, I was also working for the New York National Guard as a civilian employee in their family programs office. My job was to assist families and service members of the New York Air and Army National Guard prepare for deployments and reintegration. No one told me it would also be supporting military units and more than 20 families across New York State to help honor service members who gave their lives in duty to this nation. As we gather to honor their memory and the memory of all who gave their lives on the battlefield of war and peace, we embark on a reflective journey from honoring the fallen, acknowledging the price of freedom, to promoting unity, supporting veterans, and fostering a culture of gratitude. Let us pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. and embrace our responsibility to honor, remember, and carry their legacy forward. May we carry the spirit of Memorial Day throughout the year, honoring the memory of the fallen and striving to create a world worthy of their sacrifice, where war and its horrific sacrifices are bittersweet memories, where peace, love, sister, and brotherhood prevail. As our benediction today, we offer A Prayer for the World by Amy Petrie Shaw, with a simple refrain for all of us to state together. The refrain is, we lift up our hearts. For all who die in war, we lift up our hearts. For all who live in suffering in the aftermath of violence. For all who give their lives in smoke and flame, we lift up our hearts. For all who go on in honor of the dead, we lift up our hearts. For all who have served, we lift up our hearts. For our country and our world, we lift up our hearts. For a planet that will find peace, we lift up our hearts. For the young and the innocent, we lift up our hearts. For the weary and the war-torn, we lift up our hearts. For those who would pray, we lift up our hearts. For those too angry to cry, we lift up our hearts. For all of us, for the many names of God, we lift up our hearts. We lift up our hearts. Shanti, Shalom, peace, Salam. I wish you a blessed and lovely week.